8th-ranked USC has a golden one-week opportunity to correct some profound flaws in its defense against the Colorado Buffaloes on Friday night at the Coliseum. Hi, I'm James of Faithful Angelino Sports with a preview of USC versus Colorado on Friday. If you enjoy talking about the 8th-ranked Trojans, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We talk USC each and every week here. Now, I would love to come up with some fantastical argument to try to BS you and claim that the Colorado Buffaloes actually pose a threat to USC, just for the sake of cheap clicks. But here's the problem. I hate lying. I hate lying. There is no chance on God's green earth that the 1-8 Buffaloes are going to beat USC. USC's already doubled their win total from last year from 4 to 8. They are bowl eligible, and there's a variety of reasons why Colorado is not going to win. And I'll go through that real quickly in a moment. What I want to do more so with this video is tell you what I believe USC must do in order to properly prepare for UCLA, Notre Dame, and if they beat UCLA, a potential Pac-12 Conference Championship matchup with Oregon. Because USC could be in the college football playoffs, but they have to run the gauntlet, and therein lies the rub. So let's take a quick look as to why the 1-8 Buffaloes will not win Friday. They have not beaten USC in 15 consecutive games. They have lost every last one of them. The Buffaloes this year have allowed fewer than 40 points only twice. Moreover, their offense has scored more than 20 points only once. So they allow points in bunches and they barely score. So this is going to be a cakewalk. I don't even want to be cute about it and try and create a scenario where it's not a cakewalk. Oregon last week played the Buffaloes and just completely screwed around. They just had fun. They threw a touchdown pass to a lineman. A linebacker rushed for a touchdown. Quarterback Bo Nix caught a touchdown pass. Oregon just treated it like it was flag football at the park on a Saturday afternoon, right? The guy who was the head coach at the start of this year, former UCLA head coach Karl Dorrell, he's already been fired. There's an interim coach. He's the former offensive coordinator, Mike Sanford. They're throwing names all over the place in the search for a successor. None of the names have stuck. And by the way, one of the names is USC defensive coordinator Alex Grinch. So let's take a step here and talk about what Colorado is weakest in, what Colorado could do, but what USC must improve upon, not to beat Colorado, but to prepare for that possible 3-game gauntlet. All right. So the Buffaloes have the worst offense in the conference with 303 yards per game. USC, they almost have 200 more offensive yards per game. It's the worst passing offense. It's the 10th worst rushing offense and the lowest scoring. All right. Also have the worst defense at allowing 483 yards per game. They have allowed the most points. They allow the most rushing yards. They thought for a while that they had at least some decent wide receivers. Their leading wide receiver is down for the year with a leg injury. They have a wide receiver named R.J. Sneed and a tight end named Brady Russell. They thought both of them would be factors for the offense. They're not. Neither one of them have caught 20 passes in the year. They went into the year thinking that they were going to have a decent defensive line with Terrence Lang at defensive end and a defensive tackle named Jalen Sammy. Nope, they don't. Safety Isaiah Lewis, they still allow passing yards in the bunches. And I'm not even trying to be insulting. The facts are what they are. So take a step back if you're USC and ask yourself, what do you need to do not to win this game, but to prepare yourself for the Bruins, the Irish, and possibly the Ducks? Run defense. Simple as that. See, at the early part of the year, for the first 6 games of the year, USC would make halftime adjustments, and in each of those first 6 games, they only allowed an average of 6 points. In the last 3 games, they have allowed 3 touchdowns in the second half in each of those games. So USC has to, in my opinion, accomplish 2 things. Shut them out in the second half, because Buffalo's going to do whatever it takes to score to try to catch up after USC builds a big lead. Shut them out in the second half. Do whatever it takes to stop the run. Now, what do I mean by that? If Alex Grinch has, in my opinion, he has a special thing in mind to try to stop UCLA or Notre Dame or Oregon's run offense, don't show it. Go to the base defense, maybe pull somebody in for run support, but do whatever it takes to get right back to the fundamentals. The fundamentals being tackling, flocking to the football, and doing whatever it takes to get 1 3-and-out after another, but focusing primarily on run defense. UCLA last week rushed for over 400 yards. Notre Dame always runs, and by the way, so does Oregon. So the common thread, stopping them in the second half, whatever it takes, a shutout in the second half, and doing whatever it takes to lower the rush offense down to nothing. Now, speaking of rush offenses, I want to give you one name of a USC player to look out for. Do not be surprised if Travis Dye passes the 1,000-yard season threshold in this game. He has 858 yards, and again, Colorado can't stop anything. They just can't. So this would be a good time for Travis Dye to eclipse 1,000 yards, so that's not on anybody's mind going up against the Bruins in a rivalry game. But you let me know what you think in the comments thread. Because again, USC is going to win. If Oregon treated this game as a scrimmage last week, USC needs to treat this intelligently as a scrimmage this week. And if you enjoyed talking Trojans football, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We talk USC here. Thank you for watching. I'm James. We'll be back tomorrow. Faithful Angelinos is a Kian Corta El Queso production. Take care.